Hello. Hi there. It's kind of amazing to be back again, the second day in a row after being away for 2 months. While I was away, somebody asked me, Linda asked me, have you done practice at all while you've been gone? And I said, no, not the whole thing from start to finish with the water bowls and everything. I chant when I'm on the plane. I bring my mala and I chant, but I don't actually count those toward the big count because I'm not doing them within the context of the ceremony. And for me, I feel like, I should be doing them within the context of offerings and everything like that. So it's really been this incredible period of time where my brain just like put this whole thing on pause. But it was really good yesterday to pick it back up and to be here today. And of course, in the United States today, it's a national holiday, which is Thanksgiving. And this is a very difficult and contentious holiday, to be honest. It's a day where basically what's being celebrated is the colonization and resultant murder of millions of Indigenous Americans. And there's kind of no way around that. And I don't want anybody to feel like I judge you for wanting your turkey dinner or your time with your family. I appreciate everybody's posts that I see about reframing it as a day of gratitude. And I saw something today that I got really excited about, and I thought maybe I would share it with you. Good morning, Lenny. Good morning, Christy. Hi. Good morning, Bonsai. Hello. So good to see you again. Missed you. And so I wanted to say, I saw something online this morning that was really great. Good morning, Yvonne. Oh, thank you. Welcome back, she says. I saw this post and it said, in the future, there will be new holidays. I love that. I love that idea, partially because in my vision of the matriarchal ancient future, we kind of ballast all of these colonizer holidays and nationalistic holidays, and we go back to celebrating the earth. We go back to celebrating the actual holidays that are already written by the earth herself. So, for example, I would love to see a world in which what we do is, instead of having like the 4th of July or Thanksgiving or Christmas, which are holidays that are specific to, in some cases, cultural decimation and the propagation of one culture over another. And instead, what I'd love to see is everybody celebrating the equinoxes and solstices and the cross quarter holidays, and also just feast days of our own creation, and that we'd all do it however we want. So, for example, if you belong to a particular ethnicity or nationality and summer solstice is a really important cultural holiday for you, I love the idea that you'd celebrate it in that way. I love the idea that if you don't have a knowledge or connection to your more ancient cultural heritage, or you feel disconnected from it, that you'd make up your own. Like this week, I'm sure some of you have seen posts about this made up holiday called Wolfenut, which is celebrated on, I think it's on the 22nd um, of November. It was made up by a young boy who was like, it's a holiday where it's a holiday about wolves and the moon. And he just like made up his own little holiday, and you bake a cake that looks like the moon, and you honor the wolves. And I thought, oh, what a genius holiday. And also that actually, I think, you know, without projecting anything on that little boy, I do think he might have a memory of ancient times when it is known as the wolf days, and the wolf mother is honored across old Europe. Um, so yeah, Amy says, love this. I've been feeling this today so much. Thanks for putting it into words. I think, I think I think I'm speaking from a place that a lot of us can relate to, honestly, feeling like I don't want to do this. Why am I doing this? It's kind of if you're a conscious, aware, thoughtful, caring person, it's kind of like, I don't belong here. At the same time, of course, we should celebrate something of gratitude in our world. I would myself put it at harvest. I would do the gratitude holiday during harvest season, and I would do an ancestral holiday at Samhain. I mean, at October, this feels like it's the right time. I might honor ancestors at this time of year where it's kind of that like darkening period. So, anyway, if it were up to me, if I were writing the script of the movie of the world, of the matriarchy of the ancient future, we would all celebrate different holidays, than the ones we're currently given. Maybe we'd keep a few of them that are good ideas. I like Arbor Day. I feel that Arbor Day should be a much bigger holiday. We should all go out and plant trees. But I could do without the 4th of July, although I want a reason for fireworks at another time. I know fireworks are problematic, but I really love them. So maybe just like a smaller fireworks. I do like that. I love the idea of doing something different. So, whatever it is that you're doing today, may it be something different, the beginning of something different, something new, something fresh, something that doesn't carry with it the actual baggage of this colonizer mentality, and that instead is a profound beginning of something that genuinely honors all beings. And yes, Elizabeth's celebrating the Sagittarius new moon. I love that. And hi, Holly. It's nice to see you. All right, so let's get into today. Oh, thank you. Yes. Amy says, I'm doing something different. And same to you. I'm so glad others are too. Yeah, I'll tell you if you want to know. Maybe you don't care. Maybe you care. What's on the menu at my house today? Um, we're having cold cannon because I like it. We're having sweet potatoes. We're having Polish mushrooms. We're having tacos. And we're hanging out with my mom on Zoom. And then we're going to go see Black Panther. So that's our day over here today. Um, and of course, when I think about all the other holidays that I would replace with something else, it gives me a lot of excitement. Maybe I'll do that for 2023, is redesign all of my holidays and just do whatever I want and do it different. And maybe I'll write about it and share about it. And you can share with me what you're doing different too. Okay, so let's get into honoring Santa Muerte with song. Last night's Order of the Black Madonna was really powerful. A lot of people brought beautiful stories of their loved ones who have gone on. We had tears, we had compassion for one another, we held each other in energetic space, we held care for one another, and it was really, really healing. And I was very grateful for that, and I felt like Santa Muerte was there blessing us for that. And so, in the spirit of that, in the spirit of remembering all of those who died as a result of what today is being celebrated as a governmental holiday of conquering, let's raise a song to Santa Muerte. Madre mía, Santa Muerte, ante las dificultades de la vida, ayúdame. En mis desaciertos, ilumíname. En mis soledades, acompáñeme. En las horas difíciles, fortaléceme. En más tentaciones, defiéndeme. En las peñas y tristezas, consuélame. Con tu inmenso poder, protégeme. Con tu infinito amor, ámame. Con tu gran bondad, mírame. Con tu mano providente, guíame. Así sea por siempre. Amen. And since I still haven't gotten over to the shop yet to pick up my other deck, and it's possible that I won't remember to bring it home before the end of this month, I've grabbed the Priestess of the Light Oracle because it's a good general oracle of messages to help us see pathways forward and to illuminate things that need to be perceived. And today's card is the same card that we got for our Dark Moon Circle the other night, which is Summoning Power. Summoning Power shows a priestess, interestingly, that we mentioned Wolfenute. Here's the priestess with her two wolves. I love the message of this card. We're going to get into it here. Instinct, intellect, and control. The priestess of the night is summoning the power of the full moon and channeling it with the wolves, with the wild wolves beside her. She is calm and in control. The wolves stand at attention with the energy of quiet strength resonating from above. This card is telling you that you have far more power than you realize. There may be something in your life, perhaps a relationship or recent challenge, that you've felt powerless to handle. If so, it's time to focus your own intellect and instinct on the issue at hand, then muster the courage to take the necessary action. It may also be time to harness unhealthy personal patterns that have been left unchecked. Indulgences and addictions might seem to have the upper hand, but wild impulses can absolutely be tamed. Remain peaceful but persistent in the noble pursuit of self-honoring and self-control. Be honest about your ability to prioritize your higher needs. When you summon the quiet yet powerful light of your soul, your intuitive strength becomes the central force in your own life and a resonant voice in the world. And our affirmation today, I am strong and self-directed. I bring my inner power to every area of my life. Really, really great card for today. I feel like the piece about recognizing that we have more power than we necessarily think we do actually resonates very strongly with the idea of shifting the meaning behind not only this holiday, but the entire calendar of holidays in the United States. If we decide that we are going to do it differently and just start doing it differently by the power of harmonic resonance, we will shift the landscape. And basically, it's a cellular division. It's that there's a cell, it has a nucleus. When there's enough agitation within the nucleus of the cell, a part of that breaks off and goes outside of the cell and brings some of the materials of the cell with it. And now you have two cells. And those two cells then divide and so on. And by this power of kind of pulling to the margin and holding a stance at that margin, we have the capability to then aggregate to that margin what energetically was once at the center, not necessarily converting or changing anyone's minds or forcing or dominating or bringing them over from the center, but rather just creating a new center and allowing the materials, that is, the energetic life force, the attention, the momentum, the agency, to gravitate toward that exciting new dawning essence. Let's create an exciting new dawning essence and then feed it with life force. Because when we're feeding what we love with our life force, there's endless life force. We're not depleted or drained by feeding what we love. Just the same way that a mother is not ultimately depleted by feeding her baby from her breast. That is matriarchy. Do what you want. We'll just keep making more. The essence of matriarchy. It's not power over, it's power to create. We're just going to go ahead and create. So that's one aspect of this card that I find very exciting. And another aspect of this card that I like is that it says you've got to get addictions under control. Okay, I wonder what that means for us collectively. It might mean individually, like warnings about consumption or overeating or things like that. That's what first came into my mind thinking about the nature of today. But I actually think it's probably something more like our addiction to comfort in the form of the familiar. That we have an addiction to comfort in the form of the familiar. And so, like, if we want to create change, we have to reconcile within ourselves, like, what if I no longer celebrated Thanksgiving? What if I was no longer participating in that? But then doesn't that demean or demoralize or somehow reject all of the fun times, the closeness that I've shared with people during other Thanksgivings of the past? No. All the good energy of happy memories, of Friendsgiving, of family time, of, oh my God, the endless labor of mothers. Let's take a moment to give gratitude to the endless labor of so many mothers on the planet right now, right? Who have been up since 5 a.m. cooking already. Or arranging for food. Because I see Linda's here. So maybe not everyone's cooking. But maybe people are taking pictures of the cooks. When we recall with fondness times past, I'm not saying that, in order to create a beautiful Yule, you have to give up happy memories of Christmas. I'm saying bring the essence with you. We don't need to demoralize the past or our joy, our innocent joy from the past. We don't have to demoralize the innocent joy of the past in order to see that something needs to change and to change it. Let's remember that. Because one of the things that I see is people feeling badly that they've enjoyed something before they understood better what it is. The heart wants what it wants. It's okay. I have so many happy memories of my mother creating beautiful Thanksgiving feasts for our family. She bought a special table so that everybody she wanted to have over could sit down at the same time. I love that. I'm so grateful for that. And at the same time, she's an activist, and her whole relationship to this day has changed as well. And she's more likely to be found doing, a fundraiser for refugees as a Thanksgiving activity than she is to be, getting anybody kind of dressed up as like pilgrims or anything like that. So we can still be grateful for what was. and at the same time create afresh. So let's pay attention to our addiction to comfort. And let's remember that shifting out of an addictive pattern doesn't have to be painful. It just has to be different. And we're allowed to bring the essence joy with us. I think that's everything I've got to say this morning, other than that I'm really happy that we're here together and doing this. So let's do it. 3 prostrations before the shrine of Guanyin. And let's take refuge. Namo Guru Be. I take refuge in the inner teacher. Namo Buddhaye. I take refuge in the great mother of compassion. Namo Dharmaye. I take refuge in the wisdom of the ages. Namo Sanghaye. I take refuge in the community of practitioners. And let's set our intention, a person, place, situation, or circumstance that will benefit from today's practice. And today, let's hold all of those who are grieving the loss of life and culture. Also, all of those who are grieving the loss of someone close to them, as well as those who are grieving for being alone. And let's recite the 4 immeasurables. May I be a source of loving kindness in this world and all worlds, bringing a generous heart to all my thoughts and doings. May I be a vehicle of compassion in this world and all worlds, ever mindful and aware of the tremendous suffering of others. May I be a brimming vessel of joy in this world and all worlds, delighting in the happiness of others as their suffering is alleviated. May I be a balance point of equanimity in this world and all worlds, seeing all as equals and all as deserving of goodness. I light this candle as a symbol of the enlightening Dharma way. May it shine brightly for the benefit of all beings. I light this incense as an offering to Guan Xiyin, she who hears the cries of the world, mother of all. Om Ahum. 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 Reverently I prostrate with my body, speech, and mind, and present clouds of every type of offering, actual and virtual. I confess all my destructive actions accumulated since beginningless time, and rejoice in the meditation of all holy and ordinary beings. Please, Guanyin, remain until the end of samsaric existence, and turn the wheel of Dharma for sentient beings. I dedicate my own merits and those of others to the great enlightenment. I'm kind of tangled up here. Hang on. There we go. 108 recitations of Namo Guanxin Pusa, calling out to Guanyin and asking her to visit compassion upon the hearts of all those who are grieving today. Namo Guanxin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxin Pusa. Namo Guanxin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxin Pusa. Namo Guanxin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxin Pusa. Namo Guanxin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxin Pusa. Namo Guanxin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxin Pusa. Namo Guanxin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxin Pusa. Namo Guanxin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxin Pusa. Namo Guanxin Pusa, Namo Guanxin Pusa, Namo Guanxin Pusa, Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa. 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 And a brief prayer to Yeshit Sugyo. Ying Chitaki Somo Kachanza Dusum Kunchempe Majanyeki Sangso Dupo Dichin Sogyo Mar So Wadeb So Chipdun Nudrup So. Mother of space, foremost of Dakinis, Lady Karchanza, gatherer of the vast secret treasury of Padmakara, knower of all, past, present, and future, Mother Tsogil, great bliss queen, to you we pray, grant us cities, ordinary and supreme. Ying Chudaki Somo Karchanza, Dusum Kunchempe Majanyeki, Sangso Dupo Dechen So Gyalmar So Wadeb So Chipdun Nudrup So. And now 108 recitations of Om Mani Padme Hum, sending out our love to all of those who need it today. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 And let's give thanks for our teachers. May all of my blessed teachers enjoy long, happy, healthy, productive lives and great support for their good works. May all beings benefit from their wisdom and may they enjoy a swift and happy rebirth. And long life prayer for Lamadechin Yeshe Wangmo. Om Sosti. Through the powerful blessings of the immortal Pema Jungye and his consort, may the three secret qualities of the Dakini of Supreme Bliss, Yeshe Wangmo, be utterly stable, and may the light of her activities shine on the lotus groves of the teachings and of beings, so that they blossom in radiant splendor. And let's dedicate the merit. May the merit of this practice and all of my activities be of endless benefit to all beings in all realms, beginningless and continuous. May all obstacles be overcome and suffering cease at the sound of liberation. May all beings be free from suffering and its causes. May all beings have happiness and its causes. May we carry the essence of Guanyin in our hearts. Namo Guanxin Pusa. And we close with a bow to Guanyin, a bow to one another, and a bow to the inner teacher. And wishing everyone a really great day, whatever it is that you're doing, and a future in which we all do the holidays that we want, that are meaningful to us, and that they don't all have to be the same, and they don't necessarily need to be based in colonizing or conquering. They could be based in something else. Be back tomorrow. Bye.